like you're the type of person to like think about this. So like later, like what type of impact do you want to leave? Like I feel like you think very long term.
Sure.
So I'm curious, like what have you thought about that? And if so, like what is the impact that you're really trying to create?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think very few entrepreneurs, right? And the ones that do think that way, they really think long-term vision, but I think it's
Yeah.
really important, right? Like if you're an entrepreneur and you're listening in or watching this, like start thinking of the legacy you're going to create, right? Because as you start growing a business, like it stops becoming less about money, more about fulfillment and legacy, right? Like how are people going to remember you when you're gone, right? And I think that's
Mhm.
really important to kind of like sit down and have a little powwow with yourself about, and what's the impact you want to make. So, yeah, of course. I mean, look, at the end of the day, the same feeling that I received when I made my first money online, I want everyone else to receive that. I want them to experience what it's like to understand that's possible, because I was the worst skeptic ever. I was the guy that's like, man, this is a scam. This ain't gonna work. Like, and basically what I was doing was blaming everything but my own abilities, because I had these limiting beliefs as to why I couldn't succeed, right? When there's so much else, there's so many other people having success out there, and you could see it. I still was trying to point the finger as to why I sucked, why I didn't suck, and why everything else out there did suck.
Mhm.
And when I got to shatter that, right? When I got to break those limiting beliefs and realize that anything's possible, I started realizing like, and it happened to me that this whole kind of new wave of inspiration kind of hit me, where it's like, yeah, I want to wake up every day knowing that I'm going to get people to believe that they're capable of doing things that they might not otherwise believe, and that unless they had someone or something impact their lives in such a amazing way. Do I think it's going to be in the marketing space? Maybe, maybe not. But ultimately, like, you have to understand the arena you're playing in and how big things can get, right? For example, if you're targeting a very niche population with a product, right, you might not have the potential to become like an Amazon one day, right? Because you're playing in a very different arena. And until you understand how big that arena is and how big that idea is, that's going to be kind of the impact you're going to have. So yeah, I think, in the next, I'm not looking at year 2, year 3, I'm looking at year
Yeah.
10, 20, 30, 40, right? I can't tell you what it's going to be yet, because that idea doesn't exist. At the end of the day, I truly believe that the size of a business is always predicated on how big of the idea that you really have and the potential that it has. That idea doesn't exist yet, but I know that in 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, whatever it is, that idea is going to hit us. And when that idea hits us, whatever industry, whatever spaces it's in, we're going to go all in. And I think that's going to be the way to create a legacy and have an impact that I think most entrepreneurs dream of, that are waking up every day on the grind. Right now, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. We're enjoying helping people from all over the planet, thousands and thousands of people from over 90, 95 countries really experience what it's like to have success online. And we're going to see where this takes us. But I think big picture thing, yeah, there's going to be something down the road that I think hits us on like a very macro level. And when that thing happens, when that idea comes and it's something that, we're passionate about, it's something I truly want to do, I think we're going to go all in on it. So right
That's
now, I want
awesome.
to help as many people as possible achieve success online and prove to them it can be done, whether that's a couple thousand people or a couple million people each and every day, wake up and aspire to be better at who I am, and help more people really, achieve their dreams and achieve their aspirations. And if I can be that help to, give them even a little bit of guidance, then I think it's a win. So that's kind of where it's
100%.
at. No massive idea yet.
No, that's yeah, but it seems
Right.
you have fun doing what you're doing.
I
You can
have fun
tell.
doing what I'm doing, right?
Yeah,
Like, look, plans get shattered, right? Like I
for
could tell you
sure.
right now, hey, I have this idea. I could say the most vague thing. I have this idea of creating this amazing social software that's going to impact the world. But honestly, until you're in the weeds of it and actually executing on it, it starts out as this amoeba, and it doesn't like form into this solidified object until you're like truly invested into it. And I'm not there yet. But every
Yeah.
day that we're going to keep pushing things forward, we're going to stay focused on what our pursuits are and really help people achieve success online.